Washington, Senator White is apologizing for yet another indiscretion.
On Tuesday evening, after a late-night session in the Senate...
Ladies and gentlemen, this is a very serious video. On Tuesday morning, I awoke to my phone ablaze with messages about a blaze. As a YouTuber who is known for rational, fair, balanced reporting on a wide variety of car fires, it was clear that many people wanted me to address this latest inferno in the form of a video presentation. Like many people, I often use the internet to find out the facts of a story, and at the time I sat down to make my video presentation, the facts, as it would transpire, were in fact not factually correct. Although many articles were saying it was definitely 100% a battery car that had exploded in a tunnel close to Heathrow Airport, in the time that has passed since my video was published, it has become apparent that this was not the case. I would now like to apologise for reporting inaccurate facts after reading a newspaper article that itself had reported inaccurate facts. I pride myself on my completely 100% neutral, free of bias reporting, and as a result, I've been forced to write this detailed retraction and apology. I do not understand why no one was able to report at the time that the car was indeed a diesel Range Rover Jaguar, why no images were released, why no one took a photo, and why the early information that emerged from the scene said it was a heavily depreciated, overpriced, riddled with problems electrical car, when even I commented that the fire was put out in a bizarrely too fast time for a battery-powered piece of utter net zero crap. As part of my re-education, I'm happy to admit that internal combustion cars do catch fire more often than electrically propelled vehicles, but I also must point out that internal combustion cars can burn to the ground without destroying everything around them and requiring a giant bath full of water to arrive on the back of a diesel lorry to stop the car from catching fire again after it has already caught fire, because internal combustion cars are not known for randomly reigniting at the scrapyard after the car has already been extinguished. I will continue to report news off the cuff as I see it, to try and educate and entertain whilst remaining politically and ideologically neutral as an unbiased motoring journalist. I will ensure that from now on, I will try to exercise more caution when reading breaking news stories about cars, especially electric ones that are definitely selling like hotcakes, are definitely not being registered in huge numbers by dealers desperate to hit insane net zero targets that would have been set to serve the purpose of crashing the economy while the world's most polluting nation exports their unreliable, badly made cars full of lithium, mined in horrendous circumstances, shipped across the world on massively polluting heavy oil ships so that we can enjoy tax breaks thanks to lower emissions and better care for the environment in our small country. I will work harder in my reporting, and I won't dive straight onto stories that I hear, even though I suspect there are a massive amount of electrical cars currently sawned and declared off the road, being hidden from the public eye because nobody wants them. And I absolutely won't report on anonymous emails I get about things like a car dealership having more than 70 Jaguar I-Paces stored on the roof of a local shopping centre because they can't sell them, after they had to buy back 3,000 I-Paces because they were utter trash in the first place. I'll also ensure I don't report on the sales figures for battery vehicles because they are absolutely flying off the shelves, even though the Society of Motor Manufacturer sales figures for March shows that the economy is contracting, and without the gigantic scam that is Motability, the automotive industry in the UK would have fallen flat on its face long before the general public woke up to the fact that 99% of brand new cars at dealerships, regardless of propulsion fuel type, are crap. Please accept this as my public apology. My re-education is now complete, and I can get back to tearing out the interior of a camper van, which 27,000 people last night told me was a terrible idea. Camper van video goes out at 6 p.m. Thanks for watching.
I saw a young Rastafarian gentleman on the side of the road. I felt it my duty to stop. I pulled over into a nearby alleyway.
To be honest, it just smells chemicals, so it's alright.
A part of my body accidentally entered him.
Right, the toilet's out.
As far as I'm concerned, that is the end of the matter. Thank you.